Welcome back. Here's another video from the 9-ball tournament. Camera got set up a little after the snap here, but this is the second round, and I'm playing someone named Ron. I had seen Ron at another location, bowling alley that has some Brunswick Centennials, some big tables. I think we might have played a set. But yeah, first or second time maybe playing this gentleman. He broke dry and left me long, kind of challenging on this one ball. And it's a really interesting situation here because here's the 2 and here's the 9, right? There is a little bit of a window between the 4 and the rail. The question is, if you're going after the 9, which I am in this case, I'm just decided to go after the 1 and make sure to make that ball, leave a look at the 2. Do you try to go rail first into the 9, or do you play with the 4-9 combo? I remember feeling kind of indecisive about this, and the indecisiveness is something that was sort of a consistent theme throughout the night and just burned me too often. Yeah, you can even see kind of committed to a plan and got down and didn't like it and got back up, decided to reassess. And to me, it just sort of felt like 50-50, the combo or the rail first. I end up going for rail first. And I missed this, but really narrow. Oh, really not by much. So kind of slid in off this rail and just barely missed the 9. And get unfortunate to, not only miss the shot, but to lay up the 2-9 here for Ron. So he's gonna grab this one. Pardon the camera adjustment. Like I said, they called the match and I just wanted to get things set up here quickly. But quick first game. Good opener here. He's got good cue ball control, decent spread. Getting from the 1 to the 2 might be a little tricky here, but some players might just opt for a safe. You can chip the 1 up here and send the cue ball down table, create distance, maybe get a blocker. The aggressive opening is to try to cut the 1 and come thin off maybe the 3 to come down table. It's a tough play. He goes after the 1 ball. And he gets down table, he gets at the 2. I do believe I have a shot at the 1, but I'm off angle. And I'll probably have to force follow this, potentially with a touch of inside. Cue ball's naturally wanting to come out. Yeah, I'm looking at it kind of out and around, but there's just not a lot of angle to work with. The other play, like I said, is high ball, high inside, force follow to come back down here, and you have a pretty good window to get a good shot on the 2. Early in the set, long bridge, awkward cueing over the pocket. I might just try to come out and around, put a little more pace into it and get down table. So I was able to get into it pretty full and thankfully didn't run into the 3. So making a good shot there. I would have been happy with it up here too, as long as I had a look at it. But coming around here, this is cuttable, and you don't have to be scared of the pace you're going to put into the cue ball because I'm shaping it up here, right? I want to be up above the 3. So I should be able to shave this in with some outside. Overcut it. Overcut it. I think the speed was judged well. Angle coming off would have been pretty similar if I had made it. But just, yeah. A little bit of spin might have warped it on me. If Ron doesn't have full access to the 2, he should be able to get out of rail first, which takes him back out and around for the 3. Thanks for checking these out, by the way. Yeah, a bit of a rail first. Comes out and around, gets a good look at the 3. Thanks for checking these out. I love the big table stuff, like I said in the last one. I just don't have the opportunity to get out there as often as I would like. And I really like playing at this place, so it's good to receive the feedback. I'm glad you guys are wanting to see the big table matches. Good shot there. holds the cue ball, really just a matter of kind of how he wanted to get from the 4 to the 6, and I think in this case, just cinch it. Guarantee you have a good look at the 4. Don't try to overcomplicate it, but he doesn't have a lot of angle to work with to get from the 4 to the 6. So is he gonna try to go out and around? Not sure, maybe he just mishit that one. I think probably the intention was to come out and around, and then he ended up sort of stunning off it. Because he might have a piece of the 6 here, but I doubt he has the cuttable, the proper kind of cut edge of the 6 to make it. Yeah, he came off it a little funny. I remember coming up to the table feeling pretty good at this point, getting through that first set with some good play. And this is a funny angle, but I've practiced this one, so you can come thin off the 6 and just run the cue ball down the table towards the 7 because it is a thin enough cut. So I like to hit those. That should help to settle me. You just don't want to be straight on the 7, right? Any kind of angle will do, and it's easy to get above it. There's a lot of room up here. So good mechanics. Good PSR. Let's see if I stay still. Lifting the head a little bit, but good cue ball. Tracking past the side pocket. A little flat on the 7, but a couple options here. I remember this one feeling a little weird because I got greedy with position on the 9. You can roll through this to shape the 9 up here. I opt for coming out and around and shaping the 9 over here, which is also totally fine. It's a lot of cue ball travel to try to get up above the 9 from here. And I overcut it. I backed away from it a little bit too. I'm just noticing that in reviewing the footage a little bit here that I'm incorporating more body movement than usual. More than I normally notice, I should say. I think if I had stayed down and smooth on that one, I would have drained it. Ended up pretty good on the 9. Yeah, Ron's got kind of a funny decision to make here too. You can go rail first and get out and around, get up above the 9. He goes straight at it, but these are tough. I mean, you know, you can't relax on these. Whether you're going in the side or the corner, it's a lot of distance, and they're always going to be tough on the big table. Oh man, and he gets punished with a scratch, and he's not going to make me shoot it. So a little fortunate there for me to get through that game with a win, because I had a reasonably easy shot from the 7 to the 9, flubbed it. But that happens. That happens in this game. So a dry break here. He's got the push option, but I can't see him doing that. I would rather play it safe from here. I'd rather try to put him behind the 8 or under the 2 or something. There's just really no future in getting from the 1 to the 2. I think he was attacking the 9. I think that was his choice, was to send the 1 ball at the 9. I should be able to drop him behind the 6 in this situation. So coming kind of full off the 1 ball, low right if I need to spin it. Otherwise you're just trying, yeah, probably a little side spin to get it under there. And I'm looking at where the 1 ball is going to track. You can play it as a 2-way in case the bank is on. Make sure you give yourself a look at the 2 ball. But I think I'm just playing a cue ball here. The spin got away from me a little bit. And I put way too much pace into the 1 ball. So I end up sending the 1 ball 3 rails around to give him a look at it. Not safe in any way. Good shot. Not really a reward for it. Tough decision, right? I mean, do you go after that one? At least he's got to look at the 2. He should be able to get safe from here, but it's always touchy with the bridge. I'm just trying to get me behind the 6 and the 8. Yeah, just leaked out on him. From here, I should probably return the safe, split them on the 4, send the 2 over here and the cue ball over here. And you've got a blocker. I usually like to go this way to put the cue ball under the 4, but I don't know if I have enough room to do that and get the 2 ball out of there, so I'll probably send the 2 ball this way. Yeah, bridging kind of long, stretching a little bit. It worked out okay. Speed control was always going to be off a little bit with the stretch. He's got a cut angle on this, actually. Overcut it. And I don't know if he left me this ball. I can't remember if this is makeable or not. If it is, it's super, super thin, awkward back cut. The cue ball doesn't really track down table too much. Maybe best case scenario, it rolls off the 2 and into the 4. I might just be looking to get the cue, like create some distance with the cue ball and send the 2 back up. I could bank it a little tighter than I thought from the video, but I got him behind the 5. Kick at this to make it in the side. It's going down towards the corner, but no dice. There is a shot here on the 2. You don't have to hold the cue ball too much because there's a lot of room on the 3, as long as you don't get up above the 8 and the 5 to get blocked. I might go after it unless the safe is tighter. I can put him under the 3. Send the 2 ball the other way. No, I tried it. Cut it so thin. Give him a little tap because obviously that's not what I was playing for. And I might have put him behind a bit of the 8. He's probably got an edge on the 2, but he can't do much with it. Just make a good hit. Okay. I finally have a decent shot. There is a bank shot, and it shapes the 3. I'll probably just cross this back, low right, hold the cue ball a little bit. 3 to the 4 might be a little touchy, but if I get a good long angle, I can probably draw stroke it. Let's see where I end up. Yeah, so this is pretty good because I'm kind of flat on the 3. I should be able to draw into this and get back up here. These will settle me too. Yeah, you gotta dig into that one. Just barely get above the side pocket. Looking at my line on the 5. I'm gonna be reasonably straight on the 5. You want that cut angle on the 6 to take you down towards the 7. Get smooth through that one and overplay this slightly. I wanted to be in here, you know, because if you're cutting the 6 from there or even from here, you can get into that ball and come out and around for the 7. In this case, I either have to go through with high inside to try to hold it and get thin on the 6, or come out and around and get behind the 6. Oh, yeah, it looks like I'm coming around. Needs a little more pace. Trying to go behind it. Yeah, I didn't get there. The line was good, but you just lose so much momentum on the 5 ball hitting it that full. I don't know if the back cut on the 6 is there. It's super thin and awkward if it is. I might just try to block him on the 8. Come off the 6 like this. Oh, I was trying to split them with the... Okay. Yeah, I think under hit that one too. So the play was supposed to be send the 6 to the other side of the 8, which is risky, man. I mean, because the 6 is makeable from here. It's makeable from here if it gets past the 8 enough to see it. I don't think I love that decision. All right. He was trying to get out and around. Gets a nice roll. I should be fully blocked. Two rail kick is appealing because it sends the 6 up table. One rail kick is there, but those are so missable. There's the 2 rail kick long, right? Like, kind of one of these. That might be the play. Yeah, I'm looking at the short 2 rail kick here. Just hard to judge. Yeah, really not off by much. Probably just a pace issue. I think I had the running, the running side just a little too firm. Didn't let it open up enough. So great opportunity for Ron to get another one. Just keep an angle on the 7. Smart. He's under the 7, so he should be able to roll it for the 8 in the side. Tried it. He's okay. Wanted a bit more. It's a big distance on this 9 ball. Tough. It's just a lot of distance. That's why you have to be above that 8 ball to come out and down. Him having to go 3 rails around from the 8, it's just too much movement for the cue ball. So I should be able to snag this. I usually stay still on these. Good chance to just like drag this in. That'll do. Brick was okay. Lost the cue ball a little bit, as you can see. Maybe just hit it a little too high on the cue ball. I just don't have a lot of time on the big tables. Gonna get there. It's a good shot. Where's the speed? He'll have some options from here. So he could split me, he could put me down table, up table, as long as he gets around the 7. He's got, yeah, lots and lots of options. Interesting. I don't know. Was he going after the 4? Was he trying to bank the 2? Both? Was that a 3-way shot? I don't know, guys. But none of it worked out. So, can I get a little run going? It's been all 2 and 3 balls and play safe so far. Had to start awkward. Shooting over the 4. I think at a lower pace, I could have used the 8 to slow me down, to have the cue ball stop and not deal with so much distance on the 3. This one's a tester. I remember feeling pretty good on this 3 ball, and I attack it, but the trick is holding the cue ball, and this is just too much pace. Because it's really full on the 3, but look, right behind the 9. Like 50-yard line kind of thing, just a little bit more, and I would have had something workable on the 4 to get to the 5. It's flat, from up here. You really want to be up here or down here, but just mishit it. Good shot on the 3, but to what avail? So now I have to kick into this. The 1 rail kick works because maybe you make it, but if you make it, you're going to end up with a ton of distance on the 5 or blocked on the 5. I wonder if you're supposed to play for a kick like this, like send the 4 out and around, come full into it instead of trying to cut it. Kind of like that sort of action. That might be the play, right? Come into this rail, hit the 4 ball full, cue ball slows down in here, and you send the 4 up towards the 6 like it did. I'll have to consider those. Whoa. Yeah, with that thin of a back cut, the cue ball's just going to want to stay down here. Good play. Classic kind of split. He does let it leak a little bit to where I have a cuttable angle, but I mentioned this in the last video. I was missing these all night. Just been away from it for too long. I forgot the touch. There was a while there, a few months ago, where I was doing that 80-20, these cut shots really consistently, just to sort of improve my relationship with, missed it full, just improving my relationship with misses and using that feedback and building yourself up and just, yeah, reframing it a little bit. But haven't been practicing, and so that sharpness, that edge is just not there right now. He's got another great opportunity, right? I mean, he just needs to make the 5. The cue ball is going to track across towards the 6. You don't have to get too cute on the 6 because the 6 naturally shapes the 7, as long as you're comfortable with that little bit of a cut in the side. There's really no problems unless you make one. But we love making problems for ourselves, don't we, guys? Good habits. Check your spot. Should be able to float down for this. You could roll this in, you could drag it. I mean, you could even stun across. That's fine. Should be able to just roll this in. And back out. A little much, but he should be able to get this down. And it's 2-2. Good out. All right, Ron's still at the table. No great options on the 1. He's going to elect to push, create distance for me. The back cut on the 1 is there. It's thin. Cue ball's going to track off. Depending on how full it is, it might come into the 5. I have trouble imagining that I'm going to go for that. If I have enough of the 1, I might just play safe and try to put him up in between the 5 and the 2, or roll into the 2 and keep him behind the 5. Yeah, I get pretty full. Mishit it though. Got lucky that the 4 interposed, but I really did want to roll him in between the 5 and the 2. Good hit. Almost makes it. All right. Good opportunity here. Just need to get out enough to get an edge on that 2 ball. I'm behind the 1. I'm sort of across the shot line to where I can't really float up too much. I'll probably have to go at this with high inside, high left in this case, where the cue ball digs into the rail and comes back out more or less straight off the rail. Yeah. 3 to the 4 might be a little funny. there's a big window for the 3 if I can get out and around. So I think that's the play, is to get out here. Might just be able to float up between the 7 and the 4. No, I want to go past the 4. Probably smarter. This is okay. I'm kind of flat on the 3. I might be able to sort of stun draw, yeah, onto that line. Anywhere in there, get past the 7 and the 9. Anywhere in there, I'm going to have a decent look at the 4. Settling a little bit. See if I stay still this time. Not bad. A little bit of a head lift, it's just catching me. Jacked up at distance. It's not a super hard shot. Forgivable for missing it, but just having trouble getting into a rhythm in this set. Oh, Ron. All right, got to pounce on it now. Windows open, as they say. If the 4 goes past the 5, it's pretty natural we'll roll down for that. If it doesn't, do I have to draw back for the 4 in the bottom side? Really don't want to have to shoot that combo. Stay still, dude. Okay, that's a good play. I had enough of an angle to stun across. That's gonna settle me too. It's just grit, right? Like, you're gonna get in those situations where you're not feeling good, and what do you do? We were just talking about it at League last night. It's fine to have the mechanics and the techniques and the knowledge and everything, but like, what do you do when your mood is going south and you're starting to feel sorry for yourself and you're like, I don't want to be here, I just want to go home, or like all the silly stuff that can come up, right? What do you do when that comes up? Do you choose to lean in and embrace it and say, like, I'm here for a reason, let me focus on what I can control, let me focus on how things feel and sound, and like use all the skills that I talk about? Or you just like wallow? At the end of the day, it's really more like a mental health question, but it's so applicable to this discipline. Good shot here, right? To make sure I'm staying above the 6, I preserve an angle. Don't need to complicate it. You do not need to get too cute. At this point, I've probably just decided that the 6 ball's always going to go, so I might as well make the 7 ball easier on myself. Underhit it just slightly, but it shouldn't matter. I can come like center outside on this and float over for the 9. Yeah. That one's gonna feel good too. Just keep it smooth, man. Just steady that time. A little more still on the delivery. Can I have a look at the 1 ball? Nope. Oh, I thought it was gonna scratch. Thought it was gonna scratch, so I was getting ready to go grab it for him. Long shot on the 1. A back cut that does take me towards the 3. Tough. Speed control's tough. I think you just focus on making the 1. You're gonna come away with a look at the 3. But yeah, the distance and the awkward cueing, and I'm kind of up against the wall. Oh! Delivery was pretty good. That's the right speed. That's the right execution. I think just, you know, slight misalignment there. Good effort. Oh, almost gets it on the way back. Seems like Ron's starting to precipitate a little bit, maybe rushing his PSR. Hard to say because I haven't really played with him, so I don't know his true cadence. Gotta get back down for the 3. Oh, I'm just gonna touch everything. That might have worked out. If I had gotten past the side, it would have given me some kind of look at it. But catch the point. Probably tuck him under the 4 here. Unless I want to split him with the 9. Let's like send the 3 towards the 4. I attacked that bank. I'm crazy. I'm just feeling it, I guess. The shape was probably there. I don't know about getting from the 4 to the 5. Didn't want to duck. That's okay. That one's interesting too, because like I missed and probably didn't make a great choice, but I can't imagine that decision, that outcome would sour my mood, right? It's like, oh well, it's a hard shot. I missed a hard shot. Yeah, he kind of backed away from it a little bit. How do I get on the 5? Can I just sort of pinch around and end up over here, similar to where the cue ball is now? Yeah. That played pretty nice. Kind of float across. I'm basically on the shot line, past where I wanted to be, but I think this is always okay. I should just be able to roll through. Honestly, it's close to ideal because I roll through and then I have the angle on the 6 to come out for the 7. Yeah, you don't have to do too much from here. If anything, I overplayed that too, but still fine. Center, outside, maybe a touch of a high ball here just to stay level. Dig into it a little bit, cheat the pocket. Yeah, that played nice. Need a good angle on the 8 to get around. Let's decide what we want to do. All right, I'm saying I want to be right here. Let's see if I do what I'm trying to do. Because I want to end up here on the 9 most likely, right? Yeah, overhit it by quite a lot. But like little particularities, like you don't let it throw you. I should be able to get through this though. Yeah, the line was good, but I think after a series of overhitting the ball to some extent, I held back a little on that one. Got to clutch up here. This is a very makeable 9 ball. If necessary, and I don't even know what would determine whether or not it's necessary, but think about the pro side, because I aim to overcut that, you know. Get that 4th game. I'm going to flirt with the scratch a little bit just to keep things interesting, but shake the man's hand and say, well played. That does it for round 2. Thanks for checking these out. Like I said, I have a lot of fun with these. The commentary is nice because it doesn't take as long, and that's a selling point for me sometimes. Not that I mind the longer commentaries, but it's easier to fit these in and kind of crank them out more quickly. And if I do well in the tournament, which so far I'm 2 for 2, I end up with lots of videos. So more for everybody. Thanks again for being here. Make sure you subscribe, share it around if you know anybody who likes pool videos. Helps out the channel a lot. I'm trying to get to 3,000, and I'm pretty close. So thanks for being here for that. Thanks for supporting in whatever way you can, and you'll be seeing more content like this soon.